Yeah, hi, my name is Paul Archer. I'm from Archer Training Limited. Now today I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our CeMAP 1 online academy, and today I'd like to tell you a little bit about the online testing. Now the online testing, first of all, it follows the e-courses. Remember I mentioned that the whole CeMAP 1 online academy is split up into three separate chunks covering 6 weeks. Now, following your e-courses and your webinar, of course, you receive the online test. It's delivered to you on Thursday, so that's 2 weeks into your training, and you have until Friday, close of play, in which to do the exam. Now, I'd say exam rather than test, really, because it is a tough little thing, it's a tough little nut. It's based upon CeMAP level. It's 30 questions, so if you think about it, it's about the same number of questions that you would get in the real exam. It's a tough exam. The idea, of course, is you need to pass it. Pass by 70%, and then you move on to the next stage. If you fail, then we'll have to have a chat about what you want to do next. Now, the idea is you get your results immediately. We also get the results as well through the email system, so we can find out exactly how you're doing, because we're quite interested to know how you're getting on. You're not on your own with this online academy. There is somebody looking after you. So let's have a look then at the items themselves. I'm going to flick on to my Outlook screen, because I've got one prepared for you. Here we are, CeMAP 1 Online Academy Part 1 exam. This has arrived, my exam, so I get all nervous as you do. Now it says, hello Jane, here's your test. Here we are, just click here for your online test, so test 1A. It says, welcome to your test. Here you've got 30 questions to do in 36 minutes. And here we've got the IFS tax sheet, 2008-2009, and you can get this by clicking here. Now, as you know, if you've done the exam before, you do get a list of tax information, which is free, and you don't need to learn it, which is good news. So here's the tax sheet, bang up to speed with the dates, 2008-2009. You can use that when you do the exam, so that's good news. Let's just flick back then to the exam. So what I would do is put in my name, so Paul, let's just key that in, shall we? That's Paul. That's Paul Archer, of course. My email address, paul@paularcher.com. So this is how so we can tie up you with the result that you get. Click on continue, and what will happen is I get a page, here we are, coming up with all the exam questions. So I have a quick look here. Here are banks and building societies perform an important function by, that's using short-term deposits to fund long-term loans. Lovely. Which body is responsible for setting UK interest? All those things. Let's carry on down. There's 30 questions, quite simple to do. I should say simple to click the button, not so simple to know the answer. Click on Mark My Test, and the test gets marked for you, and you know the mark immediately. So really good way of making sure that you're up to speed with your knowledge itself. So let's just flick back on to, I think, once you pass the test, you go on to part 2 and part 3, same pattern as part 1, just remember, 7 days of online courses, webinar, 3 further courses, bear in mind, of course, this is different subjects because we're moving on the CeMAP syllabus, online question test again, and then you pass and move on. So there we have a quick summary. There's the website, www.cemapcourses.co.uk. There's my email, paul@paularcher.com. Hopefully we'll see you on our online course at some time. Thanks very much for listening.